Hi guys. Because I had to pay a big tax bill, I decided I had to watch the rest of my nickels and dimes for the month of April. So after I paid my tax bill this month, I decided I'm not going to pay for any more games until after the 1st of May. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my April pickups about 2 weeks early. My first set of games are my PSP games. The first game I bought for $14 at GameStop. It was pre-owned. I've heard this game had mediocre reviews, but apparently enough people bought it that it was the greatest hits title, so I went ahead and had it for my collection. The controls could be a little bit better, but it's okay as a fighting game, I guess. But oh well, I haven't gotten that far in it yet, so we'll see. We'll see how the flying parts go. Jak and Daxter: The Lost Frontier. They lowered the price of this game from $39 to $19 that very morning, and I bought it that afternoon. So I wanted to get this, but I didn't want to pay 40 bucks for it. Spider-Man: Friend or Foe. I bought this pre-owned for $9 at GameStop. Blitz Overtime. I like unique football games, and this is a unique football game with mini games, and I bought this for $9 at GameStop. My next set of games are games for the Game Boy, or for the Nintendo DS. Quantum of Solace I bought for Game Days at GameStop. That cost $9.50, and I'm not even sure it was worth that. Apparently they believe that James Bond couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. But the soundtrack is pretty good, though. Hidden Mysteries: Buckingham Palace. This appears to be your run-of-the-mill find the missing items game. WarioWare: Do It Yourself. I bought this, I believe, for 35 bucks at the BX, and it's probably the most expensive game I bought this month. I bought it for the WarioWare games that are already in it because I love WarioWare ever since WarioWare Inc. from Game Boy Advance, and I don't really care too much for making my own mini games. I mean, I figured if I wanted to make my own games, I'd have been a computer programmer, so. But it's pretty good. I don't know if it's worth the price, though. It's a bit pricey. I should have waited, but it's still fun. Cop the Recruit. I got this for $19 at GameStop, and it seems to be a Grand Theft Auto Lite. You play a young rookie cop, and I haven't played this one yet, but I've heard good things about it. From the Abyss. It's some kind of RPG. And I bought this one for $14, I do believe. I bought this at GameStop for $14.50. It's called Final Fantasy Tactics A2: Grimoire of the Rift. I like the Final Fantasy Tactics game. It's the pioneer of RPG tactics games, and this is the sequel. And they say you can do all kinds of stuff with it. The graphics look beautiful, and I haven't really gotten that far into it, so, but I'll check it out some more. Rooms: The Main Building is a puzzle game. And have you ever played those little tile puzzles when you were a kid where you have 15 little tiles and you have to move them around to put them in a numerical order? That's basically what this is, only you're doing it with pieces of rooms, so that your sprite can get out, escape from the rooms, or they can get to an item that's in the room. And it's got a real Victorian vibe to it. The graphics are kind of dark. They're browns and grays. I think they could have been brighter, but it's a pretty interesting concept. I think well executed. These next two games I got at our local video store. They were used. Rugrats: Totally Angelica. From what I understand, it's a collection of mini games. I bought it because it was cheap. It cost $4.50. And I bought NFL Quarterback Club 98 because that cost 99 cents. And I like Quarterback Club. It's for the N64. And I haven't bought an N64 game in about 2 months, so these next two games are two Game Boy Advance games. The first one is Batman: The Rise of Sin Tzu. They say it's a pretty good platformer according to the critics. And the critics really love this game, Breath of Fire 2. It's an RPG, haven't played it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Now, about a month ago, I decided that I wanted to enhance my Game Gear collection. I don't have a whole lot of Game Gear games yet. I've only right now I've got 28 of them. But before I started getting more of them this month, I had 19. So what I did was I went on Amazon.com, and in 2 separate shipments I bought 9 Game Gear games for a penny at $3.99 shipping and handling. So the whole thing, the whole set cost me about 42 bucks. So I'm going to go ahead and show them off to you now. Revenge of Drancon. It's a platformer game, and the graphics on here are not as cool as the title of the game. Asters and the Great Rescue. I just got this game today, so I haven't played it yet. Taz in Escape from Mars. You're basically Taz. You've been kidnapped and put into an intergalactic zoo, and he's trying to escape. Chakan, which appears to be a very tough platforming game, platformer brawler game. Woody Pop, which is an Arkanoid clone. You have a paddle at the bottom of the screen, and you hit it against the ball to make it go to the top of the screen and break bricks. Green Dog, the beach surfer dude, probably the weakest title in my purchases. Water kills him. He's a surfer dude, and yet he can get killed by water. I hate that in the game. That's why I don't play Frogger all that much. Now these next 2 games actually came with cartridges. You got Halley Wars, which is a pretty decent top-down shooter. And you got a classic puzzle game that every puzzle fan should have, Columns. And my last game, for 1 penny, it came with a box, and it was sealed. Now the box isn't all that great a shape, but you know that's pretty good value. But it's Super Columns, and I haven't played this yet, and I will play it. I will open up this box. I'm not big on keeping boxes from games. I wouldn't know where to store them. But anyhow, Super Columns. Well guys, those are my purchases for the month of April. How I'm going to resist buying a game between now and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days is beyond me. It's going to take a lot of strength, so we'll see what we can do. But anyway, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.